capital murder trial of Corey Trumbull came to a conclusion this morning in 78th District Court, with the jury finding Trumbull guilty of the 2019 murder of 11-year-old Logan Klein.
Our digital reporter Josh Hoggard was in the courtroom when the verdict was read this morning. He joins us now with more. Josh.
Yeah, guys, Corey Trumbull will be spending the rest of his life behind bars. The automatic sentence coming after the jury decided unanimously to convict him of Logan Klein's brutal torture and murder at the Red Roof Inn. After the verdict, I spoke with our district attorney about this case and how it's unlike any other case he's ever prosecuted before. After 4 grueling days of testimony in the capital murder trial of Corey Allen Trumbull, it took a jury of 6 men and 6 women right around 15 minutes to return a unanimous verdict.
While I'm thankful for the outcome, it doesn't bring Logan back, and I just still can't. It's unfathomable to me that that happened to that little boy in our community.
Wichita County's District Attorney John Gillespie said prosecuting this trial took a toll on him unlike any trial he's taken on in the past.
I've cried more over this case privately than I ever have before. It is just, it's heartbreaking.
Easily among the most shocking and disturbing things he's ever seen.
It's definitely up there. Any murder of a child, the Staley case in February and March, this is in the same league of that. It's just unspeakable and unthinkable, and it takes a true psychopath to do something like this.
It's why he fought so hard to satisfy his burden to prove Trumbull was guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
It was very important to me to be a voice for Logan in that courtroom, to fight for him when he should have had others in his life fighting for him.
And it's why he sought renowned child abuse pediatrician Dr. Suzanne Dakel to give her opinions from the stand.
She equated it to an auto accident or to a line drive that fells a baseball player, except that it was multiple blows.
And it's why he didn't hold back during his closing arguments.
I got in his face in closing. That's important to me because he's always been in control, and he wasn't in control in that courtroom.
But perhaps the most incredible moment of the entire trial came on the very first day of testimony, when Logan's older sister, Lexi, took to the stand and testified to the horrors she witnessed at the hands of Trumbull.
Being told to get down on her hands and knees and clean her brother's blood up with bleach, among other things.
Gillespie said the courage and strength he saw from Lexi Klein is unlike anything he's seen before.
She faced him down and she said, "You don't control me any longer. I have told the truth. I've exposed what you've done. I can heal." She's just amazing, very heroic.
But it was a moment after she stepped off the stand that Gillespie said he'll never forget.
Everybody was coming up to hug her, and she turns to me and she goes, "I am not a hugger. I don't know why everyone wants to hug me." I leaned over and I said, "Don't worry, I'm not trying to give you a hug. I'm not a hugger either." And she laughed. And so after her testimony was over, I walked her back to the DA's office, and she opened up her arms and she said, "Come here, I want to give you a hug." I will carry that with me for the rest of my career.
Now, this trial is one of the very first child murder cases tried in Wichita County since the passing of Lauren's Law, named after Lauren Landavazo, a middle school student who was murdered in 2016 walking home from school in Wichita Falls. After the verdict, I spoke with Lauren's parents, who were there in the courtroom today for the verdict. You can hear their perspective and what a guilty verdict like Trumbull's means for their daughter's legacy. That's coming up tonight on KFDX 3 News at 10 o'clock.
I cannot wait.